It's New Year's Eve, 2023 is coming to an end, and I have this crazy idea for 24, cycling 80 kilometers each week. Little did I know back then how my life was about to change. It's 12 months later now, and I have cycled more than 200 kilometers each week. Sounds crazy? Here's the twist. Like most of you, I'm just a random guy with a job, dealing with everyday challenges just like anyone else.
Another day, cycling to work.
So, how did I pull it off? I'll show the hacks, how my life changed, and how you might start soon. Let's go. Chapter 1. The hacks. It was 12 o'clock in Zurich. My friends and I were sharing our New Year resolutions. I picked something I loved, combined it with a random number, and here we go. 80 kilometers of cycling per week. To stay committed, having a long-term goal complements perfectly. I set myself a big goal, cycling from Munich to Istanbul in under 30 days. I felt that spark, that feeling that told me, yes, you can do this. But at the same time, I was a little scared. I wasn't sure if I'll make it. I had to find a way to deal with my feelings, and I found it. What if I fail? What's the big problem? What's the worst that could happen? I've got nothing to lose. So it began. I bought an indoor trainer and began training. Week by week, I chipped away the 80k. By April, it was time for my friend Philip and me to set off on our big adventure. We cycled over 3,000 kilometers, climbed more than 20,000 meters in elevation, and crossed 8 countries, all on our bikes. And we did it. After 20 days of cycling, we arrived at the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul. I'll soon release a full documentary about the bikepacking adventure. If you're interested, it's scheduled for my German channel, link in the pinned comment. It's not just the cycling, the discovering, or the goal that draws me in these kinds of adventures. It's also the people I meet along the way. One encounter that has stayed with me ever since was with Miguel. He told me, Leo, whatever you do, any habit you want to build, do it at least twice a week. It was such a simple yet powerful piece of advice. It's a goal that's achievable. When I got back, I promised myself, continue to go cycling twice a week. And I continued. It quickly became 3 times, 4 times, and eventually 6 times a week. But the best part? I didn't just grow stronger physically, I got to connect with new people, spend time with old friends, and build lasting relationships through a shared passion. We're never alone in anything we do in life. The people we surround ourselves with shape our lives. If I've sparked your interest in cycling and you're thinking about getting started but aren't sure where to begin, I put together a free PDF guide with everything I've discovered this year. It includes finding the perfect bike, planning your routes, as well as gear and nutrition tips. Written by an amateur for amateurs. Link in the pinned comment. Chapter 2. How it changed my life. We'll be ending with the most important one, so stay tuned. Anyone working with computers probably knows that tired, strained feeling in your eyes after hours of sitting in front of your screen. When I went cycling, my eyes could focus on distant views and relax. They felt so much more refreshed, and I enjoyed sitting back at the PC afterwards. No matter what I'm doing, I've built a much stronger fitness foundation. Simple things like cleaning, grocery shopping, and so on. None of it feels like a big deal anymore. The cycling changed my body. I gained weight. And no, that's absolutely not a bad thing. On the contrary, as your body adapts to training, you start building muscle. I feel much more comfortable in my skin now than before. Self-doubt is something many of us face, especially we musicians. I have always had doubts about my path. Pushing my body to its limits took the focus off the mind's struggles. Inspired by people like Jonas Deichmann, who recently did 120 Ironmans in a row and had always a smile on his face, I have learned to approach things with a much more positive mindset. The biggest one, health. 2024 was the healthiest year of my life. Seriously, not a single cold, no fever, and even my allergies stayed away. On top of that, something happened that I never could have imagined. A chronic illness I had been reliant on cortisone for over 10 years was healed, almost like magic. I don't know how, why, but I've been free from it for almost a year now, knock on wood. Chapter 3. Your turn. Now, let's say you're ready to make a change, move more, get into sports, cycling, swimming, running, whatever. But there's just a little something holding you back. Let's talk about it. No time. Be honest with yourself. How much time do you spend on your cozy couch or scrolling your phone? Isn't there a single hour you could free up every other day if it meant improving your life and fully enjoying your limited time on this planet? Just start with twice a week. No energy. When I'm feeling down after a tough day, I'll have an energy bar and do a simple base training session on my roller, while watching YouTube videos. It's fun, it's easy, and it gets the job done. Not knowing how. Pick a sport that has always interested you and start surrounding yourself with people who are doing the same. Join clubs and you'll on top meet like-minded people who will motivate you and vice versa. If you prefer being on your own, start by making a good plan. Write down your small and big goals and get started the next day. The biggest one, not motivated. The whole point of this video is to share what has changed for me in the hope to inspire you. If it hasn't worked, it might just be the wrong time, or maybe I'm just not the right person to tell you. As you've seen with my story, sport can change your life. And that's not just my experience. There's plenty of science supporting the positive effects that sport can have on your physical and mental health. My friend Fabian, a sports science student from Zurich, helped me gather sources, which you can check out in the description below. Are you planning to make any changes in your life? How was your year? Let's use the comment section to share and help each other. I'd love to hear from you. I wish you a wonderful time, lots of positivity and achieving your goals. I'm about to jump on the trainer, so have a good one. Bye bye.